Hi friends, my name is Dawn. Splat and I are so happy to be here with you today. Today we are going to solve a problem about peaches. I love peaches. Before we begin, let's take some time to get a few supplies. Maybe you want to go and get something to write with, and some paper, and a stuffed animal or a trusted adult to talk to. I'll wait for you to gather what you need. Welcome back. Let's get started. In our math story today, my friend Moesha also loves peaches. She loves them so much that she goes out and picks them with her mom, and her mom helps too. Here is a picture of Moesha's peaches. Today, we are going to read a mathematical story about Moesha and some peaches that she and her mom have collected and put on the table. Before we get started though, let's exercise our brain and get it ready to do some math work so we can be fit mathematicians. Will you come join me? Let's stand up and do 3 hand claps. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Now, let's do 4 more hand claps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job clapping. So we started with 3 hand claps, and then we did 4 more hand claps. So how many did we do altogether? That's right, we did 7, because 3 hand claps plus 4 hand claps equals 7 hand claps. Now, let's stay standing up, and together, let's do 2 jumping jacks. Are you ready? 1, 2. Nice job. Now, let's do 1 more jumping jack. 1. Great work. So we started with 2 jumping jacks, and then we did 1 more. So we did 3 jumping jacks in all. Wow, I feel really energized and ready to focus on helping Moesha figure out how many peaches she has. Your job today is going to be to figure out how many peaches Moesha's mom puts on the table. I am so excited to do this with you. Let's go ahead and read a little to find out about Moesha and her peaches. Moesha has some peaches on the table. Her mom puts more peaches on the table. There are now even more peaches on the table. What are you picturing in your mind? Will you tell a friend or trusted adult what you are picturing? I'm picturing Moesha with peaches on the table. I also see her mom putting more peaches on the table. Now I see Moesha with even more peaches than she started with on the table. Let's read a little more about Moesha. Moesha has 4 peaches on the table. Her mom puts more peaches on the table. There are now even more peaches on the table. What do we know now that we didn't know before? You're exactly right. We now know that Moesha has 4 peaches on her table. How many peaches do you think that her mom could have put on the table? I wonder. Splat? He says her mom could have put 2 or 4 or 7 peaches on the table. Let's keep reading. Moesha has 4 peaches on the table. Her mom puts more peaches on the table. Now there are 13 peaches on the table. What do we know that we didn't know before? You are so right. We know that Moesha started with 4 peaches and now has a total of 13 peaches on her table. What question could we ask about this story? Think of a question about Moesha and her mom putting peaches on the table and then whisper it back to Splat and me. I'm listening in for the whispers. I hear a whisper that says we could ask, how many peaches did Moesha's mom put on the table? That is a great question. Splat says we can ask, who put more peaches on the table, Moesha or her mom? Nice question, Splat. Let's read a little more about Moesha and see if we can figure out the question. Moesha has 4 peaches on the table. Her mom put more peaches on the table. Now there are 13 peaches on her table. How many peaches did Moesha's mom put on the table? What is the question in this story asking us? Yes, you are right. The question is asking, how many peaches did Mom put on the table? Can you answer this question? Do we have all the information we need to answer that question? Yes, you do have all the information you need. I want you to think about how you can solve this problem. Will you tell a trusted adult or even a stuffed animal how you would solve this problem? I hear some great answers. Splat always helps me solve math stories. And Splat just told me that a way I can solve this problem is through a tool called an open number line. Let's try it out. You can even do this on your own paper if you want to. Moesha has 4 peaches on her table, so we will draw a line and begin with the number 4. Then her mom puts more peaches on the table, and now there are 13. So we write 13 at the end of the number line. Let's count up from 4 to 13 to find out how many peaches Moesha's mom put on the table. We will make humps each time we count. Count with me. We'll begin at 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I wonder how many times we hopped from the number 4 to stopping at 13. Do you know how many times we hopped? Tell a friend or a stuffed animal. All right, let's count the hops to see if your prediction was correct. This will tell us how many peaches Moesha's mom put on the table. The hops are the number of peaches Moesha's mom put on the table. Let's get ready to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great job, friends. 9 hops. That means Moesha's mom gave her 9 peaches. That was really great work on the number line. In just a bit, we will solve this problem using another strategy. But first, let's take a math movement break to give our brains a rest. Let's stand up and follow me. We're going to exercise our numbers counting down from 10. Are you ready to move your body to each number? Let's go. First, let's do 10 twists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Next, let's do 9 hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great job. Next is 8 arm circles. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we're going to do 7 knee bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Next is 6 arm stretches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next up is 5 knee raises. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do 4 side bends. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do 3 toe raises. 1, 2, 3. Let's do 2 head nods. 1, 2. And finally, let's do 1 big jump. 1. Oh, that was fun exercising our math minds by counting down from 10. Now that we're energized, Splat and I will show you another way to solve our problem. Remember, our problem is Moesha has 4 peaches on her table. Her mom puts some more peaches on her table. Now there are 13 peaches. How many peaches did her mom add to the table? Splat says another way to solve this problem would be to use a 10 frame. He's right. To do this, we would add 4 counters to a 10 frame because that's how many peaches Moesha started with. Then we would add more counters until we get to 13 because we know that Moesha had 13 peaches in all. Next, we'd count how many counters we added to find out how many peaches Moesha's mom added to the table. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She added 9 more peaches to the table. So if we were to write an equation to match our number line and 10 frames, it could be 4 plus 9 equals 13, because Moesha started with 4 peaches. Her mom added 9 peaches, and then they had 13 peaches in all. That is great reasoning with numbers. Splat and I have to be going soon, but before we go, we would love to hear you talk about what you learned today. I have these sentence starters that we can use to help us talk about our learning. They say, today I learned, and I can. So if I were going to talk, I'd say, today I learned how to find a missing number in a math story. I can use a number line and 10 frames to figure out missing numbers in a math story. Now it's your turn. Let's read together and you can finish the sentence. Today I learned. Great thinking about what you learned. Our next sentence starter is, I can. You did a great job talking about your math learning. You also did such a great job of solving the mathematical story of how many peaches Moesha's mom gave her. We used an open number line and a double 10 frame to solve the amount of peaches Moesha's mom put on the table. Mathematicians, you worked very hard figuring out the peaches Moesha's mom added to the table. Splat and I have to go now. We hope you enjoyed today, and we hope we get to see you soon.